That guy just pulled a gun on me.
I guess I'm confused.
We're
with safety
pulling up
by
behind
videotaping
him.
you.
I'm nervous. I'm really nervous.
Okay, you can go back inside if I scare you. I'm sorry.
No, she's fine.
No, this is just on an ongoing
Did you want to
thing.
hear or not?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, the guy pulled a gun on me.
It was a taser.
Well, whatever it was.
Okay.
Why?
Well, he's conducting an investigation down the street, and you came up. I watched the whole video. Hang on.
Yeah, and I've seen him here,
Okay.
and he's engaged in conversation with me, and I was showing him a video, and he knows I didn't have
She's
anything.
videotaping because she's scared.
He didn't know I had anything.
The last police
He
officer
knows
told me I
didn't
had the
have
right to.
anything in my pocket.
We're videotaping.
He was
That's
asking
cool.
me about a video, so I was showing him the video of him in his truck over there.
Filming my children and I.
So there's been nothing other than inquiring on what was he doing video in the first place, and then in the second place we caught another guy in an avalanche, Mr. Valdez. It used to be a sheriff. We spoke with him.
Okay.
Then I caught another guy in a green truck the other night, Mr. Smith,
Mark Smith.
Mark Smith, who had of course had his son's picture of him playing football on his keychain in his car with his little bed in the back. So I said, well, who's this kid? And then we looked up the name and we found him, and he works out of Tracy. So I put, on Facebook, I saw this guy on the truck and his kid named this because they want to film my kids. And I saw this guy, and he's filming her this morning around the corner. So I parked behind him, take a picture of him, and he opens his
I watched the
window.
whole video. I saw
So why is he pulling his taser on me, and why is that
Well,
why
you
is
didn't
that
reach
legal?
inside his car.
I didn't reach in his car.
I shot on video. I saw.
I showed you in the
I
video,
know,
right?
I know.
Okay, so
I'm
technically,
not
but he never said who he was.
I'm not anybody's.
So that's just like me going up to a guy on the street and showing him a video, which is totally legal. Somebody
I'll-
can't reach in my car to show me a video I'm talking about, and then I pull a taser on them and get out of the car and point it at their back and yell and scream and
I watched the.
tell them
I
off
watched
in
the whole
front.
video.
So I
watched
just
the
want to
whole
make a
video.
police
You
report,
are,
and I'll
and
have
I-
my lawyer deal with it.
Right,
That'd be great.
obviously we're gonna have a difference of opinion on things that way. I just have to follow the law. You can do whatever you want civilly
Yeah,
and everything else
yeah.
that way. Again, I'm not taking anybody's side.
So he didn't break the law by
No.
drawing his weapon on my husband?
No, and I'm sorry. That,
Okay, can you explain why?
Ma'am, let me deal with him. Okay, he's the one making the complaint. He was the one that was there. I saw the video. You did not. Let me just deal with him. I'm not trying to argue. I'm still doing the same report. I'm still going to get you a case number and everything else all that way. Again, I'm not on anybody's side. Only thing I can do is watch the video and tell you what the law says.
Yeah.
And everything.
Uh-huh.
And if you guys want to take civil action or whatever else that way, with lawyers and everything else that way, that's
Yeah.
fair game. You guys are.
Well, I'll do whatever. Yeah.
The only thing I can suggest is if you see him in the neighborhood, there's nothing illegal about him sitting across the street. There's nothing illegal about him sitting a mile down
There's
the
nothing
road.
illegal with me walking the streets either.
No.
All right, so
And-
we're even. I just want to do my police
But-
report and then get it to
No, I
my
understand.
lawyer, and my dad's a doctor, and I have family,
But
so
the,
we'll
the,
take
only,
care of
the
it.
only thing I say is just don't have any more interaction with him, and then obviously just I know you had your your phone out showing him stuff.
Yeah.
Just ignore him. I mean,
Yeah.
if he's not going to be polite and identify himself or tell you more or whatever else you feel like he should tell you, then honestly, just totally ignore him at that point. If he literally, there's no crime. If he sits across the street and wants to videotape,
Yeah, I mean,
you
that's
can
fine.
get restraining orders.
We-
You can do
we
all that
all-
kind of stuff.
You know what that is, though. I mean, let's just do the report. I mean,
Okay, are you,
he's
But I was
just
trying to
playing
explain
games.
things to you.
okay,
so
are,
I'm
are
trying
you
to
ready
be straight up with
to
the
answer my
guy.
questions?
And
No,
he's pulling
I'm
his
talking to
weapon
him.
on me.
He's not ready to
So,
answer my question, so.
That's fine.
Let me grab you a case number.
I would like to know why he didn't break the law.
Your first name, sir?
Adorthus, A-D-O-R.
So I'm just going to be ignored?
O-R-T-H-U-S.
T-H-U-S?
Are you going to ignore me too?
This is the officer handling it.
If you're not handling it, we're going to talk to her. Can you please leave my property?
No,
cannot.
he's here as my backup. We always go to the car.
Okay.
What's your last name, sir?
Cherry, C-H-E-R-R-Y,
Mr. Cherry, your birthday?
5/23/72.
Can you ask him why he didn't break the law, babe, since he won't talk to me?
And
Oh,
it's
that's Joey.
and it's 2416 Country Ranch.
Correct.
Phone number, please, sir?
531-8821.
I'm SB 73. Can you give me that case number again? I forgot it. Thank you.
Since he's not talking to me, can you get his business card too?
That guy, he's the guy that came over here and asked Angie, if the guy will take my picture off Facebook, I'll talk to him. So he just wants to do his little power trip, whatever.
If somebody is legally able to carry a gun, a taser, or anything else of that way, and they feel like they are threatened, then they have the ability to.
So guess what? Because you're legally to carry, I would carry one with you. So if he follows you and he pulls a taser on you for nothing.
If you're legally able to carry and you feel threatened and somebody comes up to your car and reaches inside or comes up to your car and you feel threatened, you have every right to pull that taser out to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another
So,
question.
You are legally to carry.
If he's inviting him to show him a video and then pulls the weapon on him, how is that? And I'm not saying because I
never
wasn't
gonna
there,
happen
I didn't see
again,
the
so
video.
let's not
I'm just
worry about
asking.
it.
Well, I'm just asking a question.
Because he reached inside the vehicle, that was it. That was the whole thing. They were having a conversation. The minute he reached inside, that's when the different
The
postures.
minute
took.
that my phone got to his window.
Well, it was through, but that's what he. This gentleman felt at the point where somebody reached through the window. It'd be like if I came up to you and was talking to you, and you're sitting in your car.
And that
and
all
we're
sounds
having a
good out of the
conversation.
context of me sitting on the video saying, hey, I'm totally non-passive. I'm
But she
not
was just
violent.
asking. She was just
Not
asking you about
non-passive, but
defending
said-
yourself.
I did, but it's just frustrating because this is 4 weeks of ongoing bullshit.
I understand.
And I'm tired. My kids are scared. They can't come out and play. I'm being recorded. My minor children are being recorded. I don't know if he's a pervert.
I
There's
just took
people
off
filming
my
me,
sign that
following
says,
me.
Hi, PIs. I'm watching you, watching me. Because
I mean, this is
know the
enough
CPS
already.
Guys coming today to look at the house because my friend told me before they were coming.
And you guys too
I
have the
already
ability
know.
if you want.
And
especially
we
if
called
you have-
Juan, and Juan's coming. So we're just waiting for the CPS guy to come, and then.
This
then
is a
we're dealing
hostile.
with this, so.
This is a very
I
rough
just came back
child
from
custody
Hawaii
case.
for dealing with the same people that filed a restraining order against me, and the judge threw it out in 5 minutes. But I had to fly there in order just for it to be looked
I
at.
understand. And
So-
I honestly don't know all the circumstances. I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. I didn't ask him any questions
Yeah.
because it doesn't really pertain to this. I just go to the law stuff. Like, hey, what happened? Show me the video and everything else that way. So I had no idea what
So
the
if I
guidelines
see
are.
him out here again, is it possible for him to leave since now
It's
he's
not
drawing
possible
weapons?
for him to pull that thing on me again if I'm standing outside of his car and I don't reach in it. That's what he's saying. That's the law.
That's what you're
So
saying,
I'll
right?
do it again. I'll go find him right now and I'll stand by his car.
Why would you do that?
Why would he come and film us? It's the same thing.
And
I know you guys think it's different, but to me, everybody's equal. He's no more special than my
If you're
kids.
if you're if
and
you're
their
if you're
force.
going down to where he is,
If he's videotaping her again,
how can he videotape from there?
I'm being
You just said
followed.
you're going to go find him right now.
I'm being
Yeah,
followed
if he
everywhere that I
videotapes
go.
her.
No,
I
but
took
you
my
just said
kids
you're
to
gonna go find
school.
him where he's at.
I
Stand
took my
outside.
kids
Why
to
would
school
you do
and he's
that?
there again.
He's not threatening. He's not videotaping. He's not doing anything but sitting a mile down the street.
He's not videotaping. Don't you have it on video?
he's videotaping.
No, what I'm saying is if he went right now down the street to where he's parked,
That's why she's videotaping too.
and that's fine. What I'm trying to explain is if he went down the street and was videotaping
At least you got
or
him to
talking
talk
to
to
him,
you now.
he's a mile away. Why would he even go down there to talk to him? Why would he give the time
Okay.
of day?
He followed me to while I was taking my kids to school. And so that's just one more thing. He knows how afraid I am. I've been stalked. My ex-husband has flown here, stalked me without my knowledge, filed a false child abduction case against me, filed this CPS thing against me, filed a false restraining order against him. And this is all with someone who has physically abused my children and I for 13 years. So I know that this is frustrating. I know that there's nothing that you can do. And I know that this is just something that is constantly being repeated and no help from anyone.
Well, the only thing I can give is my own personal opinion where it wouldn't be good for him to go down there and stand outside the car. It wouldn't make it would. Now I can understand it if the guy's sitting right across the street.
That's what he's been doing for 4 weeks.
Hang on just a second though. What I can understand is if he went over and was standing across the street there to try and get him to leave the neighborhood, but the guy's gone from the neighborhood. He's not videotaping right here right now.
He was
He's-
right there the first day.
No, I'm talking about today.
They're right here.
I'm talking about today.
Okay, so if he comes back here, what do we do? Is he now taunting my husband because he's parked outside of my house?
He won't come back. He
But I'm
won't.
asking you, if he's outside of my house, is that considering taunting my husband now?
If he comes out and he parks across the street and you guys feel threatened, you call me and let me come deal with it.
That's fine. That's the
And I
first
don't-
help that has ever been offered to us in the last 4 weeks. This is probably the 4th or 5th police report that we've had to make from the same car.
This is the first time I've been here. And if
I understand that.
And if he pulls across the street
I
and
got a picture of all the
Hang
other
on.
cops.
hang on.
that have been here, all their
And,
cards.
and if you feel threatened, he parks across the street and you feel threatened, you let me come out and deal with him.
Is there a card that I can call you
I
with?
gave him my name. I don't have a card, but I gave him my name on the case number. Okay?
And I hope you guys understand why this is so frustrating for us.
I do. I semi-understand both sides.
Look, here's everything.
Okay? I totally believe you.
Valley Investigative, Officer Caravelli, Greg Valdez, something else, Yarborough,
Like I said, if he comes back
something
today
else,
and you
Richard Ballantyne,
and parks across
child
the street,
abduction.
you guys call me and let me come deal with him. Okay? The only thing I would suggest is not going a mile down the road and looking for him. All it's going to do is just cause more trouble. Okay? But I can't control people, so whatever happens, happens. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Chair. Thanks.